1, wake up, really gonna rise with the sun. Step 2, get some good, some food in you. Step 3, think real hard about what you wanna be. Step 4, everybody just do your thing.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Yeah. Set your affirmations, aspirations. I got shit to do, the aftermath of preparation. Good food, good mood, blood in circulation. One step at a time, yeah, that's how you make it. Set a goal.
And this is what happened when you put me in charge. Set a goal. Set a goal. Set a goal. What's up, everyone, and welcome to Sip and Key with Busy and Jolene. Put your blowjos in the chat. Put your blowjos in the chat. How can I get this? Right. I talked to Jolene about this. I said, look, if we're doing a spooky Halloween season, then girl, I need to come in some sort of costume, something like that. But I didn't buy a costume yet. So we're just gonna start off with the wig. Y'all remember when Karen's wig? Hold on. Put your blowjos into the chat. Make sure that you like, you comment, subscribe. This is the Sip and Key Spooky series, and we are excited to see you all. For those who are probably looking at, wait, what would happen? I moved the time up from wigs are hard. I moved the time up. This is the Julie wig, right? I moved the time up from 9:30 to 9 because I got something to do. Y'all know it's a full moon outside. Make sure that y'all go out. Is it on straight? Is this on? Right? Is this on straight? Do I need to turn it around just to, okay. Is this right? I don't know. I'm trying to get the, I don't know. Anyway, we are going to be talking about scary stuff. Okay. Look, I got a band around here. Yo, this is ghetto. What's up? Yo, put your blowjos in the chat for me in this week. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. I just learned that there's this thing here, and I think you clip it on or something. Is that how you do this with the wig? I don't know. But hey, y'all, it's me. It's me, Jolene. What should we doing? What should do, big brother? This me, Jolene, here doing the Sip and Key podcast with Busy and Jolene. I'm really excited about doing this with you all. Hey, how you doing? We're gonna be talking about The Strangers today, which is one of my favorite scary movies, and I'm really excited to talk about it. Now, my favorite scary series is not this, but I am excited to talk about this. So put your blowjobs in the chat and let's get to talking. If Jolene was here, I'll be talking to her about what's been going on. So I'm gonna start off with what my week is. It's me, Jolene, talking to Jolene.
You have the worst Jolene hair. That is not even.
I know I couldn't go out and buy another one. I know you wear wigs regularly, but I couldn't go get it. I couldn't get a wig.
Oh my God. Wait, I like the wig though. That's your Judge Busy wig.
Yeah, it is.
I remember
I'm the judge, the jury, executioner. But I was just telling them that I was gonna catch them up on what's been going on with my week. How's your week been, friend? Girl, do I have this on right? It doesn't look like
those bangs. That fringe.
So.
Yeah, it looks like you got some layering around the face. Okay, turn around. Let's see the back of it. Oh, you got to brush that wig. Oh yeah, you got it on right, but it's all wrong. It's on right, but it's all wrong. Have you ever? It needs some product. It needs a good washing.
I didn't put any of that on it. I just put the wig on.
A good brush. Do you own a brush?
No, I don't have hair. Okay. And
Maybe
then
you could
the
use
man
one of
is showing.
the. What
Oh,
is that on your? Is that the tag? Oh my gosh.
Okay.
That is Party City wig. What in the cowgirl? You look like I've been watching that Chimp Crazy on HBO.
Oh my God,
Max.
is it good?
You look like one of those ladies. There's
I
a
heard
chimp
that she was
trainer lady.
breastfeeding a champ.
Oh, it is so.
Okay, don't tell me about it.
We'll have to talk about it. You have to watch it so we can talk about it because I have a lot to say about these ladies.
How's your week been?
It's good. I just I was live just recently.
I know I was watching
3 lives today, and then Chell made curry. He made shrimp and what's
curry
it called?
shrimp.
Tofu and shrimp with broccoli and curry sauce and rice. It was so good, and I just like ate it so fast.
Does he often make? Okay, so I'm taking this off. Does he often
just the way you guys did it. Is it on backwards? Could it be that oh Bob.
Now I don't know what to do with this part because I feel like it's supposed
it is on that is the right way because you got bangs and you got the short like an A-line bob with bangs. Yes. Thank you, Chick Benny. Chick Benny had to tell us. Yeah, that's way cuter. It's still messy as hell, but it's way cuter.
I know what it is. Okay, so I have to ask a question. Do you cook like unseasoned white foods and then he makes Korean food? Like he makes Hispanic foods? Like how does this work?
No, Korean? Or does he make Korean food?
I said Caribbean first, but that's because of my family. But like how do you come in and be like, oh, Chell, I made our favorite potato casserole. Like,
yes, I do. I make a hot dish. Okay, I don't cook much, but when I do, it's bland as fuck.
What's your favorite hot dish? Okay, so somebody left my company, and I'm gonna openly say this. Somebody left my company, right? And love her dearly. She made a potato hot dish for breakfast, and it had like hash browns at the top, and then like a potato thing, and then like bacon,
eggs?
And then eggs. Yeah, she made it for lunch.
Did she have a croissant bottom?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. She
This
gave
is
me the recipe,
potato.
but I think she's from Minnesota.
That sounds about white.
So what's your go-to dish?
Tater tot hot dish.
I think that's what she made.
Did it have ground beef?
Yes.
Did it have vegetables? Did it have tater tots? Did it have cheese?
Yeah, it was like breakfast too.
It was probably an egg bake. She made an egg bake.
Okay.
And you could do like a croissant bottom, which could be, or like, I guess you could do a potato bottom.
I like when my bottoms are croissants. What's your go-to recipe? Like if you're like, I'm about to show Chell, he's been working all day as a nurse, and I'm ready to show him that I care for him. Let me cater to you, because baby, this is your day. You take out your lingerie, okay? And then you also come to when you put her down, put a blindfold on, you escort her down to the table. You're like, And then I made potatoes, tater tots. What is like? What's your
Chipotle?
Chipotle.
Yep. Pizza. I would provide him with some kind of pizza that I did not make. I would get stuffed pizza, not stuffed crust, but there's this place called Stuffed, and it's Chell's favorite pizza.
Girl, don't tell the people. You remember they were sent some pizza last time.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Be very careful. Be mindful. Be very demure.
What's your
go-to dish that he likes? If he's like, Joleen, you really haven't made this in a while.
He's never said that. He honestly, no, I think he wants me to be more active with him and wants us to like couples cook and stuff.
I'm gonna set up that for me and Tay.
But I'm like busy, like to watch him cook and then be like the cheerleader and the conversationalist. I like to, like I'll talk to him, I'll entertain him, I'll do a dance,
while he's cooking.
sing, tell him a story that he doesn't want to hear about, talk about some kind of pop culture news or Bravo thing he's not interested in. Maybe
How are you
gossip.
helping?
Well, it's the entertainment. I'm bringing the charisma. I'm bringing the
You're talking
joy.
about nothing he cares about.
But he cares about it because he cares about me. So he's going to fake it until he makes it. And he'll feign interest because that's what husbands do. And that's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
And but mostly Chell cooks. Now, I have been known to bake here and there.
Ooh, yeah.
I just don't believe a woman's place is in the kitchen. I believe it's on the couch waiting for dinner. That's where I believe a woman's place is.
I believe that too. I feel like, to be honest, I feel like no one's place is in the kitchen because it's hot. But I like to cook. Oh, this is cheap, girl. I'm so stressed.
Oh no.
Oh my god, I finally feel like a woman. Oh my god, I'm so stressed.
No. That's
my hair.
Perimenopausal. Oh, busy.
So I cook everything, but there are certain dishes that I love when Teddy Bay cooks. He does. My friend says it's just hamburger helper, but he makes this cheeseburger dish, and I really love it. It's so good.
Cheeseburger, hamburger helper. That's good.
It's like hamburger helper, but he does everything by himself, like from scratch. He milks the cow. Okay. He goes out there, he gets cheese. Yeah, he does everything. With his
mouth. Yes, yeah. I love it. Chell has entered the chat. He says, I'd like more baker, Jolene. Well, I do have a KitchenAid
Chell, what's your favorite thing that Jolene bakes?
He'll have to make up something because I made him a sandwich the other day and I cut up an apple and I brought it to him at his computer while he was working.
Oh, look at you.
So that is, but I've made him cakes for his birthday, but it's been a long time.
So he likes your desserts.
My just desserts.
So not like you baking like Chell, can you also do you like the potato thing that you make?
It's like Julie doesn't even know how to make a potato.
She says she's famous. She says she's famous for her potato bakes. So do you like the potato?
Oh no, my tater tot hot dish. I made that for him early on in dating. He did not like it. It was too runny for him. So he made tater tot hot dish yesterday.
Now him showing you how to do it. This is why you do it, Jolene.
And it's better. It is better. Slicing an apple equals love. Thank you, Joleenlunzer's #1 fan. Chell says it's great. But he does not like my tater tot hot dish. Don't let him lie to you.
Chell, but what's your favorite dish that she makes?
The limit doesn't exist, Busy. It doesn't.
I know. I think every partner has something I really like. Like
I told you,
I talked about my cheeseburger thing that I like from Tater Bay, but to be honest, I really love it when he makes me a sandwich.
I made a sandwich.
He has this great way of making it. He toasts the bread.
I did
and
that.
And then he does like bacon, cheese, lettuce, all the meats, like 3 layers of meats. And then he does like another layer. He just does it so well. And then I like with ranch, mustard, and mayo. And he just has all the portions out so good. And when you bite into it, because I don't like a lot of bread, it just tastes so delicious. He makes the most amazing sandwiches.
Like crisscross, like you would in a deli.
He does like that too. Yeah.
Deli. Yep. And I toast his bread. I don't necessarily toast my bread. Yep. See, Jolene makes sandwiches. I do everything else. Listen, I got it like that. Chell is like, I believe that in the kitchen, it's like an artistry. If you can cook well, it is like, oh my gosh, it's amazing. And I am just not that kind of artist.
Do you watch The Bear? We just started watching The Bear.
No. And I don't want to. And everyone's like, you have to watch it. And the more people tell me to watch it, the more I don't want to watch it.
Oh, well, first of all, do not watch the show.
Okay, I won't. Or maybe I will. Or maybe I will now.
Yeah, don't watch the show. Trash, horrible, stupid. The writers, dumb. I think it's a really, really, really good show.
Are you attracted to the main guy?
So I just started watching it. So I skipped time to last week was a really big week for me. And I was extremely busy. I just had so much going on that I took a break from like everything. And this weekend I was like, you know what? I'm gonna watch the Emmys. made people watch your channel instead. Not that they weren't going to anyway, but I was like, go watch
They
my
weren't.
friend Jolene because I
I
am
saw
definitely not
that.
doing the Emmys. So watch my bestie.
I
There's
didn't watch the Emmys. Was it
millions of
good?
people. Really?
Normally I would, but I'm in like Big Brother tunnel vision. I'm starting to get out of it a little bit to
Can I
do
ask a
other
question?
content. Yeah.
So knowing that you like are in entertainment and like this is like a passion of yours, do you have a peak or ideal that you want? So like I look at the Emmys, the Grammys, the Oscars, like the people want these, the Golden Globes, the girls are looking for it. They're dying for it. They're going to Diddy sex parties for it. I think I'm gonna be doing this all night. But they're going to Diddy's parties for it. So but it's something that I you want to be like the best at something. Are any of these award shows something that you're like in your career, like I want to win best writer for or best actress in best, like are any of these interesting to you? Because I was watching it, so I was like, I know that Jolene's watching this.
Normally I like to watch that kind of stuff, but I mean, obviously anybody who, yeah, if you wrote something and you want an Emmy, that would be amazing. Or if you wrote something and you want an Oscar, that'd be amazing. Or if you starred in something, that'd be amazing. But it's not like something that I'm like, that's my one day, that'll be mine. That's probably more of a like, honestly, I'm at a point in my life where if I can just make money and live comfortably doing what I like to do, which is like entertaining, comedy, and be near like my fam bam and stuff and my doogs and my kitty. That's it.
Okay, so
I just want to be
the
comfy.
Academy, just I got her saying this. He does not care about your stinky ass awards. Please leave her alone. Okay, I just want to make sure.
Maybe when I was younger, I would be like, oh yes, one day. I remember holding or being there, not holding, but like the first time I performed with Louis Anderson, like he had his Emmys there.
Yeah. Did you
and I took a picture by one.
Is that
and
jinxing?
I was like, well, I didn't hold it.
Okay.
I started saying I held it, but I didn't. He did used to think it was funny when I would put on his jackets because they were so big on me, and then I'd take pictures.
Yeah.
And we thought it was
so it is a real superstition. Like if you hold one,
I don't know if I just didn't. I wouldn't just go grab someone.
Oh, you got an Emmy!
Oh.
Is this real gold? What do you think? Okay. I was just wondering because I was watching this and I was watching it. And for some reason I was really inspired. I think there were 2 times that got me choked up.
Okay.
For some reason, the first time was I can't remember. I'm not gonna remember both the actors' names, but they inspired me so much. The first one was when he was talking about his dog. I can't remember who came up and talked about his dog. And then the music started playing, and they were like, he was like, this year was really hard for me. Oh, now I have to remember who he is. You guys, if you watch, put it in it. No, it wasn't with the bear. He was an actor. He won for something, and he was saying how his dog took a lot of the brunt. Like there was frustration. It was a pandemic. All of these things were happening, and the dog really got the family through it. The happiness and all that stuff. And the dog had just passed.
Oh no!
So he had said all of this stuff and thanked everyone. And he said, to be honest though, the person who I want to thank the most is my dog.
Oh, so sad.
Because it got me through everything. And then they started playing the music. And there, he was like, I am not Sarah McLachlan.
No.
You telling me to go right now. John Oliver. It was John Oliver, yes. And so they had to turn the music off.
It was John Oliver.
So he can finish his speech. He was like, F you guys. I feel like Sarah McLachlan. I'm not Sarah McLachlan. Turn the music off. And they stopped the music. And he finished talking about how throughout all of this stuff, this dog got his family through all of these hard transitions to get to where he is now. And he's really thankful. And the people who are with pets and love pets, like love up on them. They're really caring. They are big, important to your family. And those who don't have them, love other pets that you see. It's really important. It was a great moment. And then the other great moment, who was the man? So I remember Rosie Perez and I remember Wesley Snipes.
Woody Harrelson.
And I remember, so maybe it wasn't Woody Harrelson. Who's the
White
other
Man Can't Jump?
Yes, I was thinking about White Man Can't Jump, but I think I'm racist because I don't think that he was in White Man Can't Jump. Who was the
You're
other
getting your
guy?
white men confused. It's very
He's
racist
not
of
white.
you,
He's
Busy.
Hispanic.
Even more racist.
But he talks about Hispanic rights and how important it was to see the change that has happened throughout the years.
Who
And
was in
I started crying.
White Men Can't Jump? Besides Rosie Perez, Woody Harrelson,
I don't think he was in a movie once you started saying
Wesley
it.
Snipes. Oh, you don't think he was in White Man Can't Jump?
I mean, I guess not. But overall, he started
John
talking
Oliver.
he started talking about Hispanic rights, and I started crying because I was thinking, like, this is what it looks like when you just open up opportunities for other John
Leguizamo.
Yes, just open up opportunities for other people. And I'm black, so I don't know what the Hispanic route has been, but I'm assuming it's the same. And when he was talking, I started crying because he was like, we need these roles, we need these opportunities, we need it. They even they showcased like what it's been like throughout the years, and then talked about how white men have been portraying Hispanics all throughout these years. And I started tearing up because it's like, give opportunity and space, and you don't need a straight white man to play a trans person. We could just get a trans person, or you don't need a white man to play an Hispanic when you could just find someone who's Hispanic. Like it's just not that hard. And I teared up, even though it's not my background, but the empathy that I have for other races, cultures, gender, sexualities, to feel and seen heard by their peers. And it was just I thought that the Emmys was just really good this year.
Oh wow, you're so moved by the Emmys. I like that. Well, this was not the year to skip it, I guess. I do have to ask you though, did you start your improv class?
No, that's Thursday, remember?
Are you excited?
Somewhat. I'm nervous.
Don't be nervous. You're going to be great. You just have to remember to trust yourself, trust your instincts.
Yeah.
And just don't deny if someone offers you a gift. They call it an improv. Okay. Like we walk into a scene together. You'll probably start learning short form. I don't know if it's a long form class. I don't know. Just, how to think on your feet, how to just like let go and trust your instincts and have fun. The most important thing is to have fun.
It's an hour and a half.
Don't try to be funny.
Don't try.
Okay. And then if someone offers you a gift, like you walk into a scene together, it's like, okay, you guys, your suggestion, they'll give you like a word suggestion. They'll be like potato. And then if someone walks in the scene and goes, oh, dad, it's nice out today. So now you accept the gift. I'm this person's dad. You don't go, I'm not your dad. Who the fuck are you? Like some people do that in improv. And so that's the rule of like, yes, and. So you yes, and.
Yes, you always accept it and you add on to it. I think Bob the Drag Queen, which I told you is one of my faves, talks about that a lot. And I think sometimes they do it on their podcast, Sibling Rivalry.
We do that too. It's like you heighten.
Yeah.
Like you might not even know you already do that, but even with jokes or bits or as with conversations, you heighten it,
I'm like semi excited. I'm actually also nervous. I think this is where I'm supposed to be. I think I'm finding out where I'm supposed to be. I think for a while I've been thinking like, oh, you haven't made it yet, Busy, or you don't know your passion. And I think that what I was talking to you about in the improv class I'm with, it's a balance in between the two. And maybe I'm the next Trevor Noah.
Maybe you are. Maybe the next Busy Blue or the first Busy Blue.
Or the first Busy Blue. Maybe I'm just Busy Blue.
Plus making it it's individual, whatever that means, because the same way that people made it or whatever, you have to define that for yourself. Yeah. What would make you happy in this art form and in performing? But right now your focus needs to be just enjoying being in the moment on your improv classes, taking it in, getting to know your classmates. And everyone's going to be nervous. Allow yourself to make mistakes and just have fun. Don't put pressure on yourself. There's no pressure. It's literally playing make-believe with adults.
And I hope
that's fun. What it is. It'll be fun. But there'll be times where I'm sure you'll be like, I feel kind of lost. And that's okay.
You said the dog went across what street and who ate it? Can you say that again?
Don't ask too many. Also, don't be like, what is your name? Where do
No,
you
hold
live?
on. Let's
Who are
pause real
you?
quick. Instructor, I'm sure this is not part of the code. So he said that he came into the door, and then there was a sandwich that was made and sent to the daughter, and you said you were the daughter who then brought it upstairs. So wait, like, is there another upstairs? Because I was thinking I'll take it up to the attic, but is there an attic here?
If there's, you know what? There's an attic there if you decide there's an attic there. You're in space if you decide you're in space. Anything is possible, and that's the beauty of improv.
I'm really, 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 really nervous.
You'll have fun. You'll have to report back to us. We're excited for you. And I feel like we need a better background for our spooky season. This is just too bright. I need to make a new background for us.
Yeah.
Okay, we got to talk.
I made our thing today. So
you did not. Taylor Bay did. All right, Busy. We have to talk. I'm mad at you.
What'd I do?
This movie sucked.
Whoa.
I know. Tell said,
tell us what you're sipping on. Tell us where you're sipping on it from. And tell us if you watched the movie.
A tennis call. Let me know what kind of meat you're chewing on. Is it rare? Is it medium rare? Or is it well done just like my tea? A tennis call. Let me know what kind of meat you're chewing on. Is it rare? Is it medium rare? Or is it well done just like my tea? Just kidding, it's stale and only I get paid.
I'm not going to let the girls hear what's going on. See, Haru, I'm with you. I am with you. So
we are giving our unfiltered opinions. Busy, I believe, will be toasting the movie tonight. I, on the other hand, will be roasting
the movie. All right, I'm drinking a Bellini Bliss. I'm just going to dive right into it. And then what are you sipping on, Jolene?
I am sipping on a Waterloo peach that I almost have finished, and obviously my very fancy Kirkland Costco water, the unofficial sponsor of
Can I say something?
Sipandki. Yeah.
We're not medical specialists or anything like that, but
are you sure?
I know that I'm not. But okay. I will say this. I've started drinking every morning. It's only been 1 week. You're supposed to do it for 2 weeks. This is my first week. I've been drinking apple cider vinegar, lemon juice.
Oh, I hate apple cider vinegar.
Lemon juice, freshly squeezed half of a lemon, cayenne pepper, and honey. And I mix that up and I take it as a shot. Jolene, I have lost so much of my gut.
What? That easily? You just were last week. You were fat. You can't be fat last week.
I'm telling you, week. And if I start to continue now, I don't think you can see it from this camera, but I have abs now.
You're disgusting.
I don't think you can see it from this camera, but I have abs now, and I'm getting so thin, and I haven't worked out or done anything.
Are you being for real right now?
I'm so serious. Every morning, that's what I have.
Let me see the abs.
You said show your abs? No, I said I didn't. Yeah. I don't think they're there. But for me, my purposes, I was talking to one of my friends, and I was like, "Look at my abs," and he was like, "Wait, so am I supposed to be imagining them with you, or like what are we?" So I hung up the phone on him. But I will say I've lost a lot of my gut.
Oh, that's such a man thing. So annoying. Men
no, my ex-girlfriend used to do it, and then Beyonce says that she does that.
Yeah, but it's such a man thing to change one small thing. And a week ago, you were like, "I'm so fat, I'm the fattest fat that ever fatted," and then this week you're like, "Oh my god, I'm like so skinny." Men like change one thing about their diet, and everything changes. Like their whole body transforms, and women can cut out everything surviving on air and hope, and they get fatter. It's just unfair. It's the unfair thing that's been happening to us women, and we're just, unfortunately, we're used to it. But I know some men do struggle just like us women, but for the most part, you'll always hear a man.
I think that it did work. Party Rock said, "Busy, did you did it make you poop?" Like no.
He was never fat to begin with.
First of all, I was. Secondly, no, it didn't make me poop a lot, but in the beginning, I can tell that there was fat that was burning. So my problem is not that I'm huge. I have really bad gut. Like,
what's the matter with you people? You're sad that people are mean? Well, I'm sorry. The world isn't one big liberal arts college campus. We eat too much. We take our spoiled lives for granted. Feel a little bad about it sometimes. No. You want to put all your shit up on the internet and have every single person say, hooray for you. F you. You're all pricks.
We're not listening to any of this. I mean, I wasn't like fat, but I was fat. But like, it only took me like 4 days, and I took like 1 shot of apple cider vinegar, and I found a lemon, and now I'm like so fat. I'm not listening to this bullshit, right, guys? Sound off in the chat if this is bullshit. I'm boycotting Busy. Skinnier in just 1 week. Yeah, eat a dick. It's not happening. Party Rock says, I know he wasn't fat. It's a big, right? It's too big, Party Rock. It's a cleanse. He started at the C. He needs the LEANSE.
Share my progress.
No one has progress in a week. Fuck off. Daddy D says, my daughter eats McDonald's every day. And that mean girl has them. Yes. And that's youth. And enjoy it because it ends for all of us eventually.
Were you alive when they were wearing these, Jolene? Like bumps?
Of course.
Did you have a bump?
Yeah. Well, I used to grab like the front and kind of do you don't want, I have a middle part. You definitely, middle
actually
part.
Very cute.
Oh yeah. I looked.
You look like somebody who's on a television show. It means business.
I do mean business. I mean, we're not talking about your skinny fat ass anymore. Okay. You took a big poop. You were a little bloated. You had your myriad. Boo, tomato. Nobody's down for that. No.
All right. So let's get into oh, but wait, no, we didn't stop talking about our week. So, but your week was great.
Fantastic. I'm mad at you. We have to talk about this damn movie. We're a half hour in.
Okay.
And I need you to give us how many times have you seen this movie? The movie we are talking about, you guys, is The Strangers. It's the 2008 version. I guess there's a new one.
Yes. Because it's so good.
But we watched the old one. And I was kind of excited because it stars Scott Speedman, who is so hot and is Ben from Felicity. Definitely. So early crush of mine. So I was excited about that. And Liv Tyler. And everybody knows Liv Tyler because she is a 90s goddess. Steven Tyler's daughter, star of Empire Records, was an elf. What was she? An elven queen or something in Lord of the Rings. And then she was in this piece of trash. And I watched it with my husband, and Chell hates scary movies, and he wasn't even scared one time. So maybe I was thinking, Busy likes this movie for the nostalgia. But before I shit on it too much, tell us what this movie is and what it's about. Also, The Guardian gave it 2 stars out of 5. Go ahead.
And who cared? First of all, The Guardian is never guardianed anything. Let's just really be clear of it. So let me
I hated it. I'm mad I had to watch it.
All right, so put it in the comments, you guys. What do you feel about if we're going to rate the movie collectively? What do you give the movie? 1 being the worst, 10 being the best. What do you rate The Strangers? I'm giving the movie a solid 8. The suspense
out of 10?
Yes.
Okay.
The suspense was there. I feel like the spookiness was there. The eeriness was there. One thing that I love about scary movies, which maybe a lot of people don't, the one thing I love about a scary movie is that when I don't get enough answers. And now I leave the theater being like,
wonder.
Can they get me next?
Because I was thinking, me and Chell both said, okay, this movie does not answer enough questions. There's not enough answers. The writing is horrible. It moves way too slow. It's emo. It's going to be like an emo 90s, early 2000 movie in the beginning because you have Scott Speedman, you have Liv Tyler. They're at a wedding, right? And all of a sudden, we're getting flashbacks, but they're going to go to Scott Speedman's family's summer house, okay? Yes. But when they're at the wedding, hot Scott Speedman, okay, he's the only thing that's saved this movie, and beautiful Liv Tyler. Scott Speedman goes up to her and she's talking and laughing like ha at a table, and she's wearing like a dress, and it's one of their friends' weddings or something. Yes. And he goes over to her and she's like and it's very like manic pixie, dream or whatever that 90s trope was for girls. She's like, what? I might be damaged. And he holds her face, and then he takes her outside and carries her at someone else's wedding, and then proposes to her at someone else's wedding outside. First of all,
hate it.
What is wrong with you to propose at someone else's wedding?
Yes.
We don't know anything about the relationship. Then all of a sudden, we don't we don't hear a no, we don't hear a maybe, we don't hear a what the hell are you
You don't
doing?
get anything.
We see them in a car driving in the middle of the night from this wedding. I'm assuming they drank because it's a wedding. So I'm like, okay, I don't think either of them were DD, but all right. And she's got tears running down her face. He's pissed. Clearly something happened. I'm like, what happened? From when he proposed in a parking lot at one of their friends' weddings.
It wasn't a parking lot. Well, yeah, it was.
Out to the country. They get to the home and he's like, we see rose petals everywhere. And I'm like, oh, okay, rose petals. All right. So he had planned that she would say yes and take her back here. Why, if she said no, did they still go back to this house in the middle of nowhere?
Where else are they going to stay, Jolene?
Get a hotel. Where is this wedding? Either you go every wedding. See, there's problems. There's logic problems. Okay. Everywhere I've went to a wedding, if it's out of town, I'm staying at a hotel. I'm staying at an Airbnb. I'm doing something. Or I'm staying, if it's near, I'm staying.
They already have a place to stay.
But it's way the frick out. Who leaves a wedding reception where you're partying and drives hours out to some old ass house? Okay. So they get out there and then he's like, oh yeah, the rose petals. It's awkward. They're still very slow, not a lot of dialogue.
Love it.
And it's just, it's basically them just being hot, which is great. So then he's like, I'll run you a bath. And I'm like, why? Why is she so dirty? Why does she need a bath? Like, what? I understand like the roses in the bath were probably for you two to enjoy together, but okay, he runs her a bath. Then he grabs the ice cream out and he grabs a huge thing of ice cream. And you know, Scott Speedman is not eating ice cream. All right. And so then Scott is like, you know, he takes one, he goes around, like, it's like he's never eaten ice cream before. He takes the spoon and he goes around the sides and takes one bite. And the rest of the movie, they leave the fucking ice cream out. So it's just melting. It's perfectly good ice cream. All right. Then there's more non-talking. So instead of putting on pajamas, she takes a bath only to put back on her dirty dress she just wore to the friend's wedding where the boyfriend, Scott Speedman, proposed to her, where clearly she said no. Okay. So then they're like, want some champagne? So then they drink champagne out of the bottle. And he's like, why are you wearing the dirty dress? I thought this might be the last time for me to wear it. Okay, cool. She's smoking Marlboro Lights. They're playing some music my dad listens to, okay, on a record player.
Which is so cool, like playing music. Okay, hold on. Let me just
get to, hold on. I just got to get the rest of the thing down, okay? Then she says, I ran out of cigarettes. And he's like, I'll go get you some. But right before this, it was knock, knock, knock. And they were like, hello. And the light just didn't work on the porch. And it's some girl going, hey,
it's Sam.
And they're like, you have the wrong house. She's like, are you sure?
Yes, that bitch don't live here.
And then she leaves. And then they screw the light. And it's really creepy. And then he's like, I'll go get you cigarettes. First of all, why are you leaving me alone in the woods? Okay. Why? I'm coming with you to go get the cigarettes. I'm going to come with you. Also, why are we even here together? What are we doing? He called his friend like, hey, Tom, Dick, Harry, whatever your name is. It didn't go that well, so you get to come pick me up in the morning. I know you're probably drunk right now. So he calls his friend to pick him up. Then he tells her, I'm probably not going to stay in the morning. I'm going to go. So you're going to leave her at your family's house. We have no explanation for why they have to be out at this house. We have no explanation for why she said no to the marriage. I don't know how long they've been dating. I don't even know if they love each other. I don't even know their last names. I don't know if they have had sex. I don't know if they've ever tried to procreate. I know zero about these two other than he doesn't know how to eat ice cream. She smokes too many cigarettes, and they're probably hipsters because they want to listen to records and record players. So he leaves, and then the people come back and start terrorizing the house.
Do you feel like you would have enjoyed this movie more had you known their background? Because I feel like that's the essence of the film. We don't care about who they are.
I do. I care about character development.
Okay.
I care. Why am I investing time into these two people? What do I give a fuck about your relationship? What do I give a fuck
because
about your life?
They're just a human couple.
I don't care.
We want them to.
Nope. Because not all human couples. Why would I care about you? There are so many. I'm a human couple. I don't know nothing about you.
If I am a person walking past you and I saw someone trying to murder you, I would be like, hey, you guys stop that. Put that knife down.
There are basics. I feel like I don't know who wrote this film, and I apologize to that man because it couldn't have been a woman.
Brian Berlino.
Of course, it's always
Bertino.
Brian.
Sorry.
Okay, well, Brian Bertino. I don't know He must be a nepo baby or something. I don't know. What else did he write? Did he write other good things?
He wrote The Strangers, Mockingbird, which was an amazing film.
Never saw
The
it.
Black Coat's Daughter, The Monster, Stephanie, He's Out There, Strangers Play at Night, The Dark and Wicked, and he wrote Vicious. I've only seen three of those films.
Okay. Well, congratulations. Seems like he has was this his first script he ever wrote?
He died of cancer.
Oh my God. I'm so sorry, Brian.
See,
but
now you care. He's not dead.
now, well, see, but I know about him, so I'm invested in him more as a person. If I just see two hot actors, all I see is Scott Speedman and Liv Tyler. I know Scott Speedman from Ben on Felicity. I'm invested in that because I know about his background. I know Liv Tyler from Empire Records. I know her from the Aerosmith videos with Alicia Silverstone. I know her from Lord of the Rings. But basically, you have to, in my opinion, again, this is just my opinion. You guys are.
This was the first movie he ever directed.
Okay, you can tell. But who wrote it? Who wrote the screenplay?
And wrote.
Brian wrote it too?
Yes.
And directed it?
He directed and wrote it.
Nope. He needed some. Who's he related to? Look that up. He needs some outside.
Nobody. He
input.
was born in Texas. He studied cinematography at the University of Texas, Austin. He then moved to LA. He worked as a gaffer.
A what?
A gaffer? Oh, a chief lighting technician.
Oh, okay.
And then he wrote screenplays at his in his spare time.
He must have effed his way to the top. I don't know. I don't want to disparage this man now that he has passed, but it basically
he submitted this movie for his fellowship with the Academy.
Horrible.
And then he was able to get a meeting with Vertigo. He quit his job as a lighting person just days before the script was sold to Universal Studios.
And
then they were trying to get somebody else to direct it, Mark Romanek. But he wanted $40 million budget. And since they weren't giving that, they just asked him to just write it. Well,
this clearly had like a $200 budget. It was very, even the way his friend's eye got blown off.
The budget was $9 million and it made $82 million worldwide.
Well, congrats. I'll definitely be in the minority on this one, but I need a little bit of character development. I need a little bit of background. I understand if we're going to do flashbacks, but then we just stop doing flashbacks. We start doing flashbacks to this wedding and then it's over. I don't know why.
Because that's not important, Jolene.
It is important because I need to invest in them. I need to care about their lives. It's the same thing even with Jamie Lee Curtis in Halloween, okay? We learn about Jamie Lee's character.
Yeah, but we care about the other people who are being killed.
Yeah, but they're side characters. If you are the main character, the star of the movie, I better know more about you than this. I know so little, only the ice cream and only the cigarettes. And then, again, man wrote it because he's not listening to her. So Liv Tyler's trying to tell Scott Speedman, I don't even know what their names are in the movie because I was so not invested. When he comes back with the ciggies, she's like, oh my God, there's a guy in a mask and there's people outside and they're coming in and they put my cell phone in the fireplace and Scott goes, oh, okay, calm down, sweetie. Like that's not true. And then guess who died?
Take your meds, girl. Okay, it's not.
There was no chemistry between them. He was like, shut up. When he blew off his own friend's eye, maybe if you would have listened to her, you wouldn't have murdered your own friend, And then he's like, no, and he like tackles her, don't look. It was just all the wrong.
Okay.
And the ice cream's melting. The only people I liked was the strangers because they were just killing everyone. But also, why can't I see their faces when they take their masks off? Okay. Is it because there's follow-ups? So overall, I'm gonna let Busy talk because I've been just going off and I apologize. I was so mad because I was excited. So I thought, oh my God, this is one of Busy's favorites. This is gonna be so good. Yes. And normally we're not this far off with each other, but even Hype Man Husband Chell goes, I wasn't scared once. The best thing about this movie was the ending. Not only because the movie ended, but because I like that scream that she does.
No.
Yes.
No.
But I'm gonna give it a little bit of she gave that scream, and that was when the little church boys, little Christian Mormon,
they were Amish.
Guys, no, they weren't. Amish can't wear those clothes. They were like, right? What do Amish wear?
They broke out. They were breaking Amish.
Okay,
you watched Salt Lake City. They were Mormons.
And then he touched her and she was like, ah! That was the best because I knew the movie was over and that was the first time I was scared. But Hype Man Husband Chell does not watch scary movies with me. And he said he wasn't scared at all in that movie. It was too slow. I needed character development. This Brian, R.I.P. I did not like the writing. It just was, I didn't understand why they were there. I didn't understand why she said no. I didn't understand why they want to live. I didn't understand how they loved each other. I was just asking all of the questions. And so I give it a 1.
All right. Well,
Sorry.
First of all, this message is for you, Jolene. You not. Oh, okay. She did do a great synopsis of the film. I'm going to talk about why this film is so great to me after she just tried to act like it just wasn't. First of all, let me tell you this, Chell. I apologize that you had to watch this movie with a lady like that. I apologize because I feel like she ruined your experience because the movie is great. And the thing is, we're not asking you to be scared while you're watching the movie. That's child play, girl. That's child's play. Anybody could do that. Girl, be scared. Don't watch the film. That's child's play. We're asking you to think. Go home. Okay, girl. Did you lock the doors? Okay. It's Tambra. Oh, girl. Anybody knocking on your door that night, your ass would have been scared. I'm telling you, if any random person would have came and said this,
yes.
No, let's see what a pizza being sent to your house look like now, girl.
But
if anybody would have came to your house saying, "Hey, girl, is Tambra home? Is La Cienega in there?" No. You sure?
But wouldn't you call
here?
the police right away? So here's what I'll say. The premise of you being home in the middle of nowhere and having people just knock on your door and just attack you because you were home is, yes, mental torture. It's so good. It's so juicy. But the script and how we got there was so clunky that it was distracting. And we didn't need that. We could have already had the characters there with a flashback of how they got there real quick, get it out of the way. So now I'm up to date. I'm in the present and I'm not wondering, well, how do we get here to there and what's going on over here and why? It was just too clunky. But I will give you that the premise of this and the idea of being home and being just, well, why
just
us?
Living
because you were home is terrifying and mental torture, like you guys are saying. But there was just too much clunkiness within the script and lack of character development that me and Chow were just like, I was laughing.
Wow. So what I love about the movie, which is very different than what she loves or hates.
Let me ask you a quick question. Did you watch it in real time? 2008?
Oh, yeah. I was there.
So maybe it didn't stand the test of time for me. And
maybe because at that time, so I watched movies where, and I'm dating myself, and then also some of this may sound problematic. Stay with me. I watched movies at a time where, like, I grew up in a city. And it's not this most populous city, but I grew up in a city. And in those times, they weren't making tons of movies in a city setting. Horror slasher films that happened in the suburbs was more so what was happening. Because I never understood why nobody can get to their neighbor. Where's your neighbor? Why you don't have a neighbor? Everybody had a home. Everybody had a phone, TV. So they were in a sorority. Their family was rich. That's the time that I grew up. I love Scream. I love Halloween. I love all of those movies that happen in suburban areas. And that's where I grew up at in what I knew as horror. So this movie just fed into the rest of the stuff that's why your hoes shouldn't be living out there in the suburbs away from everybody else. We should be able to just go to your next door neighbor. Like, how are your cars getting shot up, blowed up? You got Sidney Prescott and Scream getting thrown over about and no neighbors. Like, what's going on? Not one neighbor. It's like, what's going on? I saw that young lady get thrown out of I think someone was rolled up in the carport. No one is saying anything. In Halloween, no one's like, I think I heard a little girl screaming. If I saw an ambulance or even my neighbor screaming, I'm knocking on the door. Excuse me, you okay over there? Mr. Doug, you good? Girl, I heard somebody screaming over here. Just coming to check. I just don't get this, and I think that this film fed right into that time. Yeah, her phone was a flip phone, girl, and those things they lost power quickly. Girl, you needed to charge it up, or the power was gone. And then
Mhm.
it was almost like the charge needed to be full force before you can turn the phone back on. Okay, iPhones now you can kind of have it plugged in, and it'll be like, okay, I'll turn it
And
for
we
you.
have fast chargers.
1%, you can use it. Those phones back in the day, girl, you need to be sitting there. It's about 20 minutes. You're like, I'm trying to use my minutes to call somebody, to talk to someone. The time was just different. It's 2008. We're still having flip phone. We're still using minutes. Don't call me during these times. Girl, 911 coming. Do we have the unsure Rob? Who was the president during 2008? Like, the things were different.
Who was the president?
I'm just saying, like, girl, are they gonna charge me if I call the police? Like, what is it? And then y'all rich enough to be able to stay with, like, things are not the same. Like, this is not an Airbnb, hotels everywhere. Girl, these are rich white people who went to a rich fancy wedding, and this man even set up this rich fancy stuff at this rich fancy house. I don't think nobody was thinking about a wedding. Girl, y'all can stay at my parents' house because they're gonna be out in Aruba. So you can put the flower petals and all of that stuff there. Just propose to her. It's about a 20-minute drive, but the people were still hitchhiking then. Girl, like this, like I just feel like the premise was different when I watched the movie, and I was scared to go home. There's only 2 movies that ever made me feel like this. The first one, what's that movie with the
Freddy?
the ghost? No, the ghost.
Oh, are you talking Paranormal Activity?
Yes, that the first Paranormal Activity.
Yep, super
I said,
scary.
I can't go home. And I was living in the dorm. I went on a date with this girl, and we watched the movie, and I said, I can't go home. Because we got no ending to where did the ghost go? We were like, what happened what happened? I said, I can't go home. And then this was the second movie, and I was like, somebody's just gonna kill me because I'm outside. Like, and just because I'm outside. Like, I didn't care about these two, their story, nothing. What scared me the most was this, because you were home, somebody gonna kill me just because I'm in my dorm room. And that is terrifying to me. Like, the world is not safe. And so why are you guys doing this? Because you had a blue lollipop. Like, that is terrifying to me, Jolene.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. The premise of it is very terrifying. The whole, like, the idea of it is terrifying.
And that's what makes this movie so great. I don't care about the rest of the people. It
loses it for me because the script is so lacking and it's so clunky.
What would you have added?
If we don't care, then why do these people need to be in a relationship? Then why did we even have to know that there was a ring involved in a possible engagement? If it doesn't matter anything about these people.
Only because it was showcasing that they loved each other. And it was like, oh, I would hate to be with my person who I love. And I done said no to this man's proposal. Now we getting stabbed up, chopped up in the bathroom. This is kind of crazy. Like, and I'm so sorry.
Clunky. It was too clunky. Lack of character development. Why make it this big thing where if it doesn't matter that these two are in a relationship or that these two just had a proposal that seemingly went awry, why even add it?
I think it does matter. I don't think it's that deep. I feel like they let me know that they're together and they have this tumultuous relationship, which is cool. The other parts that are more important to me is what these people psychologically are doing. They're shutting off lights. Not even shutting off lights. They're just untwisting it. The mind. Oh, I'm telling you, they're just, that lady, when she said, is Tamara home? And he's like, girl, I'm trying to turn on the lights. The light bulb was there. They just lightly untwisted it. You are a psycho. You are crazy.
Also, how did they have that much time? And how were they that good at it? Is this something that they do regularly?
Yeah. So remember, this is
at the end, she says,
go ahead.
Oh, yeah. Because at the end, she says, next time we'll do better or something they say. Don't they say that?
Yeah. Only because there were so many ways that these people, that's what I told you during our last video. I don't understand white women's in horror films. There were so many ways that this could have gone very horribly wrong and they could have gotten caught. But they didn't. And a lot of it was because no shade to the girl. Stand up. She was just too weak for me. I'm not like no shade.
Did
to
she
Kristen.
sprain her ankle outside? Is that what was happening? Because half the time
Don't we always sprain our ankle?
climbing.
Don't we always fall? Don't we always got to crawl back to the next girl? Stand up. Stand up. And what I mean by that, Jolie, I'm sure you know, but it's like it's a black thing about girl. Have confidence about yourself. Empower yourself. Feel empowered. Do something. So when somebody's like, "Girl, stand up,"
They didn't write her character to be.
she was
empowering.
so weak.
Well, and they let the man. I mean, she did. She was the sole survivor, so technically she was the strongest. But
somebody was in the room.
they.
Her.
Well, they
And
let
she
Scott
said,
Speedman deny her.
James, is that you? Girl slapping you like that? He said, James, she put out a knife that she was holding it, not holding it. Somebody comes to the window. Hey, girl, stand up. Stand up. You picked up a knife, use it. Stand up. I don't know. But why this was also eerie to me, and me and Jolene talked about this in our last live. One, Jolene's stupid. And I'm gonna somebody saying that. Oh, somebody's gonna love that soundbite. But I feel like this movie was really good, and it gave you a lot of questions at the end. And I didn't, just overall, I didn't have all of my questions answered. All I did know is that nobody better be coming knocking on my house at night. That's it. And if somebody does, I'm up all night. And you know what medicine I take. If someone is Charles here, girl, you best believe I will not sleep that night. And I'll be looking at camera 1, camera 2, angle 4, angle 5. It'll be like Big Brother in this house. I will be looking. I will not be able to sleep. I won't be able to sleep. Because that's scary. And people are killing just because you are alive. Oh, just because you were here, girl. No other reason. Why are you doing this? Girl, because you're home. Why are you acting like it's such a big deal? You're trying to make such a big deal out of this. It's really just because you were here. And that is terrifying to me. 2, this all of this came from, so a lot of this is based off of true events.
Another true story, just like last week with, what did we watch? The Deliverance.
Yeah.
Deliverance.
Charles Manson, who notoriously never killed anyone. I want everybody to know that he never unalived a soul. But he worked with young ladies and men in order to do a lot of his bidding. I think one of his most notorious unalivings was when he went to the Hollywood home and unalived
Sharon Tate.
Yeah, Sharon Tate and everybody else who was there. But one of the things that he used was psychological drama throughout just going to unalive someone. I'm trying not to use the M word, but unalive someone. And one of his tactics were they found a house, they stuck with the house. And what they would do is go inside, move a painting around, move cups around, move dishes from one place to another place. And then the people who live there start to get frustrated because they're trying to figure out what I know I have my socks in this drawer. Like, why are they over here? Or this painting the painting used to be on this wall. And then now they're arguing with each other because one person either feels like the other person's crazy, or, you know, you always have somebody in a relationship who's like, I don't remember where the picture was. Just put it back. So now you're creating discourse and dysfunction in the home. So one person's feeling truly unsafe and the other person's feeling like this person's crazy. But there's just dysfunction that happens within the home. So these psychological traumas was what would lead up to them unaliving someone, just playing with their emotions, playing with their home, playing with their lives, not even touching them, scaring them through psychological drama.
Which is almost scarier, is like the anticipation.
Not to you, I
get
guess.
it over with. You know, well, to me it is, but unfortunately, when the script is so bad and clunky and there's no character development, and I'm distracted by it. It was too distracting for me to truly enjoy this. And the fact that my husband, who normally he would be like, this is scary, I don't know what you're talking about. The fact that he felt that way, I was like, oh, there is something here.
I think it's because he was watching it with you.
No, he's watched other things with me.
No, your energy is very, something about your energy is just like very like ill. I think that the movie was great. All right, so you get to pick the next one. So overall, you would not 10 out of 10 won't recommend.
No, I wouldn't recommend this. I will say I enjoyed the actors because I like both of the actors. But again, I was just watching Scott Speedman and Liv Tyler. I didn't really feel the connection. Even at the end when she's like, look at me. And they're, they're stabbing Scott Speedman. Look at me.
That was crazy. And to be honest, like,
how were they not
no
screaming?
lie, do you feel like, because I rewatched it right before we got on here and I was thinking about the dichotomy between the two characters, he stopped. He was tied up, sitting there, and they started taking off their masks.
Mm-hmm.
And I think in his mind, he's like, girl, they got us now because we saw their faces. And her, she's like, no, you can still get out of this, please. I'm telling you. Who do you think you would have been, her or him?
I would have been the murderers. This movie had to die.
I feel like I would have been in that situation. I feel like I would have been more of a him. Like, they taking off their mask. Let me not clench up my abs because it's very clear they're about to start hitting me there. So let me.
Also, the way they were stabbed, like,
did you see how the girl
like that?
She took the knife and brushed it against her stomach, and then I said, "No, ma'am, Pam."
Why weren't they screaming more like, "Oh!" It was like the sexiest stabs I've ever seen.
I think their thing was, the woman didn't act like that, but what's his name? James did. He was just
How
like,
when his stupid friend came. Okay, first of all, the friend was clearly drinking and driving. Lots of drinking and driving in this. Didn't enjoy that. All right. And he comes and pulls up and he's like, I'm here, his friend, to pick him up, even though he said, not till the next morning, sir. Okay. This is whatever. And then one of the strangers,
yes.
The killer people.
This is really cute, Jolene, by the way. Sorry.
What? Oh, thank you. I just made it while you were talking.
Yeah. I realized you weren't paying attention to me.
I was listening, though. But so then I think they shoot his windshield, and then he goes into the house and he's quiet. Wouldn't you enter the house? The door's open. Clearly shit's going down. And you'd be like, Tom, are you in here? He's like,
no, I wouldn't enter the house. Jolene, no, I would not. I would have said, what the? Gotta go, bro. And I'm about to call the police.
Call the police.
I would have. But then also, Jolene, and maybe I'm just weird, or I live in a weird space. Maybe I just live in a weird area. Where are the neighbors? Where are anybody else?
Way out there, and it was like that's what the description said.
Do you have places like that where you're from?
Everybody has places where you can go to BFE. They call it,
Where's that?
Small town like bumfuck Egypt or whatever.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. Nobody, either you're going to call the police or go, I'm not going in there. But if you do go in there, you're not going to tiptoe in there. So he's tiptoeing while Scott Speedman and Liv Tyler are hiding in the bedroom because Scott's like, you didn't see anything. And she's like, yes, I did. And then finally he's like, oh, maybe. But really, he doesn't have the realization until he's got a gun. Okay. She's like, did your dad have a gun? Yeah, he has a gun. He's like, but I don't think I know how to load it or know how to shoot it. And she's like,
that was crazy.
You said you used to go hunting with your dad. That's just something I said. So that's given us a tiny bit of insight into, we were a half an hour into this movie. I looked at it until something spooky happened. Before then, it was just very emo. It was very just like, yeah, I guess we're not getting married, but we're not going to talk about me. I used to come take a bath. I ran out of cigarettes. I put on my dirty dress. When we light your fire, I'm leaving you alone. It was like literally a half hour till Tamra Looking for Tamara came to the door. I'm like, what was that 30 minutes for? If there's no character development, there's no buildup of like, I wasn't scared because there was no, I was just like, what is this? Is this, I thought it was like a really shitty,
So you were not
overly
spooked when the man showed up behind her?
yes, not really, but I just thought it was a really emo melodramatic kind of like
Can I
reality
ask you a
bites
question?
movie, because I'm like, what is the point? So then when the friend finally comes in and he's like sneaking in, like, why wouldn't he make noise?
That
And
was
then
weird.
Scott Speedman takes the gun and blasts one of his eyes off, and then he's like, who is that? Who is that? And he's like, oh my God. And then Liv's
Especially
like,
when the disc
"Who
stopped,
is
when the
it?"
music stopped, I'd be like, Jolene, girl, they shooting out here, girl. You here?
Yes, and that would be the normal response to go in. You wouldn't go in super quiet and like tiptoeing, and then Liv Tyler's like, who is it? He's like, he basically tackles her like she's on the fucking Minnesota Vikings, and he's like, you can't see. It's like, why can't she see? She's a perfectly good adult. You are lying to her, sir. You're protecting
I
her
don't
too
think
much,
she
and
could
you
see the
don't
way that real hard
know how to
character,
eat
she
ice
couldn't see.
cream. He doesn't know how to eat ice cream.
So,
He treated her
Jolie, can
like
I
she
ask you a
was stupid.
question? Because now that I'm listening
Ugh.
to you, there's a movie that I hate, and it is revered amongst everyone.
Okay, what is that?
So I want to know what your take is. When I
hate
say,
it.
and I hate this hot take, I hate this movie. What do you feel about Rosemary's Baby?
I don't think I've ever watched the whole thing.
We're doing a scary movie thing with someone who doesn't even watch scary. Like, I don't even, I'm not sure where to go with this. Put it in the comments, you guys.
No, I okay, I know that.
Yeah, I'm like trying to add you.
What was it, Mia Farrow? Like Woody Allen's first wife? Yeah. Who's in it? Rosemary's Baby, right?
Okay.
And she's got that little haircut, the little short, cute
It
haircut.
literally was
And
during
she
your
is-
time. You had to have been in high school when I
It
was.
was not during my time. You can fuck the right off.
Are you serious?
Sir,
I'm not age shaming.
I am like
I'm
5 years
being
older
honest.
than you. Calm your boner. You are 40 years
Rosemary's
old.
Baby was.
I am 44. You are 40 years old.
Oh, my mom was born. You weren't.
Yes. Shout out to your mom.
Yeah, you were not born
God.
yet. Mia
This is
Farrow.
gonna
Okay.
turn into a scary movie of me taking out Busy.
I
I've
thought-
seen part of it.
Okay.
Okay. And I know the gist. And then I just watched this past season of American Horror Story, which I think was a little nod to that in a little bit of a way. So I guess I have to watch the whole thing. It's funny because it just came up as I was watching. I honestly don't think I've watched the whole thing ever. It came up as I was watching this movie as a recommendation. I was thinking, oh, maybe I should watch that.
You think Chell has seen is? Oh, Chell's there. Ask Chell if he's watched Rosemary's Baby.
He's not. No, he only started watching scary movies when I came into the picture.
I don't
and
think
he
that the movie
barely...
is scary. The entire movie is about
Yeah, but it's
us
old.
knowing
so different.
that Rosemary is having the devil. That's it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
We never even see the birth.
It's probably because what was considered scary, now we've been desensitized
Oh,
to
who
that.
do you go to? Rotten Tomatoes. Look and see what Rotten Tomatoes has on Rosemary's Baby.
Well,
So
Rotten
you do Rotten
Tomatoes gave
Tomatoes?
The Strangers 50% from critics, 50% from audience. Very bad.
Oh no, 50-50.
No, it's very no. Mm-mm. The Strangers got 49% from viewers. No, 48% from viewers, 49% from critics.
So look at Rosemary's Baby.
I'm sure it did really good. Rosemary.
It's the stupidest movie ever.
But for the time, this 1968,
No,
we're talking
see,
about
you know what? You know what's
2008.
interesting? Rosemary's Baby, y'all.
96%.
Catch this, y'all. Rosemary's Baby has everything that you asked for. I know everything about Rosemary, and nothing scary ever happens. We just know that she's having the devil's baby, sorry, but we never see the devil's baby come. Nobody ever gets harmed in the film. Nobody ever gets hurt in the film. Nothing. They just character development. Oh my God, we're thinking about Rosemary. Rosemary, she has to go to the hospital. Oh, she's having contractions, and nothing happens.
That just proves we need like a
They do
happy
everything you
medium.
ask for, Jolene. They do
No.
everything that you ask for.
No, but you can't have too much of anything is a bad thing. So you have to have it balanced. So you have to have character development, but you also got to have the spooky scares. You got to have a couple jump scares. It has to be balanced. So both movies, in your opinion, Rosemary's Babies, just too much character development, too much, not enough
It's
scary
all it
stuff.
is. Yeah.
And in my opinion, The Strangers is just, it's just a cluster
No character
of
development and then
clunky.
not scary. Let
It can't be
Chell say
scary
that he
'cause
can play it at a baby's birthday party.
Because I'm too distracted by by the bad writing and lack of character development. And I'm just asking too many questions like, why am I here? Why do I feel, what is going on? What this doesn't, it doesn't necessarily have to make sense, but it can't be distracting, and it's too distracting.
All right. Well, you get to pick the next one. So what
am I going to pick? I will say I have an old movie that is like my favorite scary movie, but it's not scary. So it's scary when you first, I guess it could be scary to some people, but the idea of it's scary. But I think now watching in 2024, you wouldn't be scared, but I love it for so many reasons that's why I was asking you, did you watch this in real time? I didn't watch this particular movie in real time because I wasn't born yet, but does it have a nostalgic thing for you? It's called The Bad Seed.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about The Strangers. I was like, okay, now, girl, I know I messed up your date with Rosemary's Baby, but you definitely wasn't alive during The Strangers.
I was not alive for The I was still a zygote.
It was, wait, okay, so this is what I'm nervous about. And I know you already said the movie, but I didn't take it in. I was listening. I wasn't listening.
You weren't listening.
You
weren't listening.
What did Scottie Pippen say?
No, it wasn't Scottie Pippen.
It wasn't Scottie Pippen. It was
Meta World Peace.
What did Meta World Peace say? I was listening to you.
He said, I wasn't listening to you. I was listening to myself. I was listening to what you just said.
That's what just happened. So I think what I'm the most nervous about, and I want to make sure that we continue this series on. It's a slow burn, just like The Strangers and Rosemary's Baby. I really hated It's a Wonderful Life because nothing.
I know you hated it.
I won't let you forget that it
you're
was.
You're probably gonna think similar to
this one,
The Bad Seed, because I have the nostalgia of watching it with my grandma and my mom. And
can you pull up the a poster, for lack of a better term?
Yes, my mom actually has the poster hanging in her living room. She has it like framed in this really cool. I'll show you which poster she has. My brother got it for her. I think it was my brother that got it for her, or maybe someone.
Again? I'm sorry.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna pull it up here. It's called The Bad Seed.
Okay, The Bad Seed. Is it like The Good Son with Macaulay Culkin? That was
kind of, only it's a little girl, Rhoda. Rhoda. Okay, let me grab it here. And
The Good Son was really, really good.
I haven't seen The Good Son in so long. Okay,
it was amazing. And what's that guy's name? He played in The Hobbit.
Oh, I was gonna say Ethan. What is his Evan? No, I know who you're talking about though.
Yeah.
Okay, let me present.
I don't remember who the mom was.
I don't either. Okay.
You know what's really weird? No shade. During the I've been asking Tata Bay randomly, where's Dakota Fanning? Because I just did not understand where she was.
She's in a brand new show.
I know.
I just watched.
She was all throughout.
Good.
The Emmys show. They just kept panning the camera on her.
Yeah, because she's in that new series on Netflix. What's it called?
I miss her.
Something with Nicole Kidman. She's really good in this.
She's always been good. Since I Am Sam.
Her sister's good too.
Dakota Fanning. And when she was in Uptown Girl.
Oh, that was, yeah. I know. Not really.
Brittany Murphy, first of all, Brittany Murphy deserved all the awards. God rest her soul. You never saw Uptown Girls?
I think so. Yeah, I remember because she was like her nanny.
Brittany Murphy was her nanny. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so it's called The Perfect Couple is the new show that Dakota Fanning is in, and I binged it in a weekend, and it's like a drama miniseries, and it's Dakota Fanning, Nicole Kidman, Liev Schreiber. It's great. And it is when a lavish wedding ends in disaster before it can even begin, with a body discovered just hours before the ceremony. Everyone in the wedding party is a suspect.
I didn't know she was in that.
Super good.
And I've been missing her. Is this the lady who played Mommy Dearest?
Oh, good question. No, she wouldn't have been.
She
that
looks
would
like
be
her.
because this movie came out and The Bad Seed came out. Me and my mom like quote it. We go, "What would you give me for a basket of kisses, a basket of hugs?" So it's Rhoda Penmark seems like your average sweet 8-year-old.
Okay.
After her rival at school dies in mysterious circumstances at the school picnic, her mother starts to suspect that Rhoda was responsible. And this stars Patty McCormick,
This is one of
Nancy
your
Kelly,
favorites?
Gage Clark. This is just for nostalgic reasons and because my mom and I just watch it. And my mom doesn't normally watch scary movies, but she has this poster hanging in her house.
Oh, that's
And the thing says, a hidden shame out in the open and the most terrifying rock bottom a woman ever hit for love. It is extremely, I mean, it's obviously dated.
Yeah.
And you're going to look at it the same way you looked at It's a Wonderful Life, but it's 1956. It's the Warner Brothers movie from So my mom was 2 years old when this came out.
And she loves it so much.
And she just loved it. And she introduced it to me. And it's long and it's just nostalgic. And it's almost like
How
one of
long?
those
Like Titanic long?
like 2 hours and 9 minutes. But like you can laugh at it, you can quote it, it could, if you think the actual premise of it, it's freaky, but it's a 1956 thriller, scary type movie. It's
So
nothing
this is what we're watching for next week?
I mean,
yeah.
yeah.
You get to decide.
Okay. Elijah Wood, that's who it was. The actor.
Oh yeah, for The Good Son, yeah.
Let's do it. Let's watch it. You need to, but I know, and this will give you an opportunity to probably roast the hell out, but I also don't want you to ruin. No, you won't ruin it. No, I'm not going to let you. I'm not going to let you. Because this isn't just The Strangers. This has sentimental value. I mean, look at her. That's Rhoda. And that's Leroy.
Yeah, Rhoda looks like she belongs with the Addams family.
Bring them back, Leroy, right here to me. She says, I hit him with the shoes. I had to hit him with the shoes. What else could I do? Like, it's so it's almost campy at this point.
Jolene, no.
Yeah. Yes.
No.
Yes. We are watching it.
And this looks like
and that's Claude Daigle's mom, and she plays such a good drunk. She's like, my boy Claude. Oh, we're watching it. We are Nana will tune in for this one. We are watching it.
So
and there's Rhoda and her mom.
The Bad Seed. Okay.
The Bad Seed. Get ready for 2 hours and 9 minutes of 1956, written by men. It's gonna be great, Busy. It's gonna be.
We will see. You thought that about It's a Wonderful Life.
I still love It's a Wonderful Life.
I'm here to let you all know that life was not wonderful. I watched it, girl, and it was not wonderful. It was actually very depressing. Okay, I was with the man when he went to the bridge. I was like, girl, I get it, girl. Please, I get it, girl. Go ahead, jump. I get it.
This movie, It's a Bad Seed, was nominated for 4 Oscars.
I'm sure. And did they win?
I don't know. I didn't even know they were nominated for Oscars till we got to this page.
They were doing horror movie Oscars during that time?
It's more of like a thriller, I would say.
Okay.
Because it's not horror, it's just a thriller. I hit him with the shoes. I had him with the shoes. What else could I do?
Who's your favorite writer for horror films or director? Like, I love Wes Craven. He could do no wrong.
John Carpenter.
Oh, you like John Carpenter? John Carpenter.
I mean, I like Halloween, but I like Wes Craven.
I love Wes Craven. I love.
I actually like for like funny. Diablo Cody has one that I just watched that is like something Frankenstein. I like that.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll have to think more for more people.
Okay.
But I'm trying to think what other I mean, I just like so many.
Are they in the same bed?
They got 2 beds pushed together. This must. I think there might be. No, it's separated by a lamp. You could not have people.
I know.
Sleeping together, Busy.
They talked about that during the Emmys.
They did.
You should watch the Emmys, the last Emmys. It was really good.
the acting in this is it's so like theatrical. It's so of the
Very,
time.
yeah.
And this
I hit him
woman
with the
right
shoes. I
there.
hit him with the shoes.
Oh, it's so good though. And then this Claude Daigle's mom when she comes over.
Are you sure
And she's-
this is not the lady who played in?
Yes.
She looks just like the lady who played in that movie.
Yeah. She kind of does because she was playing Joan Crawford. So it's not Joan Crawford and it's not who played Joan Crawford. Oh my God, this is so bad. Who played Joan Crawford in Mommy Dearest, the actress? What's her name?
It's going to be white people being campy, busy one night.
It is. It's going to be white people being campy. Right? It is.
It's just white people being campy.
Okay, Mommy Dearest. How could I forget the actress's name? She's iconic. Oh my goodness. Faye Dunaway. Faye Dunaway plays Joan Crawford
Yes.
in Mommy Dearest.
And this lady looks like Faye Dunaway playing Joan Crawford. It's a full circle moment. It's this character trying to get her daughter for killing people, and then now she plays a mother.
You don't know that her daughter killed anybody. You have not seen the movie.
You said she hit him with the shoe. She had it with the shoe. Hit him with the shoes.
But you don't know who said that. You don't know if it's Rhoda or
I'm assuming it's this little girl with the pigtails. A little girl with pigtails. She definitely pushed her in the river.
She kind of looks like, the little girl who passed away, sadly in real life, who was in the Poltergeist movies. Remember that actress?
Uh-huh.
She kind of looks like her. And
She
it's
looks
Patty
like
McCormick.
the blonde version of the girl from the Addams Family.
Oh, Wednesday, the Addams Family. Now, this is one of my favorite characters, Leroy, and you'll get to know him as the groundskeeper. And Rhoda is she's a terrifying little girl and character.
Jolene, I want to tell you this. I really appreciate you.
What? Why?
I would never have watched this book. No,
I would never watch this bullshit.
I seriously never would have. So I do appreciate you. I do say that next week we don't pick and we let the people pick. And I would be okay if they chose Misery. Misery was one of the first psychological thrillers that I ever
with
watched.
Kathy Bates?
Yeah, and I never watched a movie like that before. And it was my friend. Her name was Dawn. In middle school, and she just loved Misery. And I was like, what the hell is this show about? So I went over her house. And
in middle school, she loved it? Oh, geez.
Loved it, yeah.
Is she okay?
We put it on, and I was like, this is actually very scary. It reminded me of the rest, because Stephen King wrote that, right? He also wrote Thinner, which was so scary to me.
What was the one about the cats? Or not Pet Cemetery, but there was one about cats that was scary.
Now, in this house, we do love Pet Cemetery. When that little boy said, no fair.
Oh my gosh. Pet Cemetery.
Sometimes we're just walking in the house and we're like, no fair. No fair.
That was such a scary movie, like especially as a kid. I've watched it as an adult. It's still pretty freaky. Do you remember Children of the Corn?
Yeah, so that's actually a film, and this is not a joke, and this is not a drill. I do not watch Children of the Corn. My cousins put it on for me.
That was your introduction to white people.
Oh my! When I say I was so scared, so the first one I watched was Children of the Corn 2, allegedly, or apparently, where the house was crushed on the lady, and I never got and it's just white kids in the fields laughing, bleeding. They went to church, and they're in the church, and then there's bees coming. The pastor's nose was bleeding, and I said, I do not want to see white people or cornfields ever again. And I have not watched one Children of the Corn movie since.
And here you are, besties with me, the personification of white persons in a cornfield.
Old, I have not gone in a cornfield or into a church.
Well,
and any houses that don't actually look like it's not on stilts, or what was her house made out of? I don't know if anybody ever watched Children of the Corn 2. But the house, the lady, girl, I love my cat and I love my dogs very dearly. No shade, y'all. But when she went under that house, and I'm saying this because we're not going to watch Children of the Corn. I refuse. And she was like, come on, sweetie. Come on, sweetie. And her house, the whole house, is standing up on cinder blocks. The whole house was standing up on cinder blocks. I ain't never seen that before because I guess I'm from the city. I don't know if they do it in the country. Her house, it was 4 corners of cinder blocks. Just... That's what the house was sitting on. And she's like, come on. And it's, oh, you're playing so much. The cat goes under the house. Oh, okay. The old lady gets on the ground, y'all. I'm telling you, she gets on the ground and she starts crawling under the house with to a cat who's like, "Girl, leave me alone." And she's like, "Come here, come on, you got it. Come on, we gotta get it. It's feeding time." I would never get my under a house, Jolene. I love my cat dearly, but if Theo was like, "I'm going under the house," I say, "Good
He's
luck."
like, good luck, Theo.
Would you chase Tilly under your house
Yes.
if it was on cinder blocks
Yes.
and kids were around trying to chase you
Yes.
and kill you? You
Yes.
would?
Yes. I swear I would. I would chase her down to the depths of hell. Like, honestly.
Haru said it's a crawl space. Yes, and that lady learned today that it was a death space. She learned that day. It wasn't a crawl space. She crawled under and she died. No, spoiler alert for those who haven't seen Children
Spoiler
of the Corn
alert,
2.
people in Children of the Corn die.
That lady went in the house.
So what are we doing next week? Are we going to watch The Bad Seed and then let people pick?
Yeah,
and then we'll put a poll out for the following week?
So this is your week. You get to decide, and we're going to do The Bad Seed. And then the week after, we're going to let people weigh in on what they think that we should watch.
Okay.
I like Misery, but I'm also I'm up to watching.
We have to watch the new Josh Hartnett Trapped.
Oh yeah, we were supposed to go to the movies to go see that.
Yeah,
Did you see it?
No, because I was gonna rent it, but it was like freaking $20 to buy, $25 to rent. I'm like, what happened to like renting a movie for like $10?
What happened to going on a date with your partner? So just do that. Shut up and go out on a date.
It's harder with Chell in his I mean, he's like got clinicals right now and full-time school and working, and then we have a new puppy that we really haven't left Dave Dog alone.
Do what I do. I force my partner to say, look, Tuesdays, all movies are half off, and we're gonna go to take lunch, and we're gonna watch a matinee, and then we're gonna come back home. And then if you want to ignore me,
what about the dogs?
What about they've been fed? They got the water here.
But Dave is just still.
And
like
there's a camera in the house. And if we need to come home in an emergency, Jolene, you can't get a dog that you have to be enslaved.
It's only been a couple weeks. He's still learning the ropes, so we haven't left him alone.
What rope?
Here he comes. Hi, Dave. Hi, Timmy.
Are you guys still talking about that awful movie?
Right,
Your
Chell?
mama. Yeah, we were talking about your mama.
Because he said your mama. We were talking about your mama.
Worst movie I've ever seen.
Next week I'm making him watch The Bad
movie?
Seed.
Oh, that's a good one.
Chell, what's your favorite scary movie?
The Bad Seed.
The Bad Seed.
Outside of that.
Outside of that.
Outside of that.
Here, I'll take my AirPod out so he can hear you.
The Scream was good.
Really?
What is?
The original Scream.
Nev Campbell. I'll tell you, if something happens to Sidney Prescott, Jolene, you need to fly here immediately. If something happens to Nev Campbell, you fly here immediately.
I love that movie.
You waste no time.
We should all go to Salem together.
Yeah.
Jolie, so I don't know if you know this, Chell, but I've been trying to plan couples trips with Jolene, and she said that she won't do anything with me.
I said we can't right now.
She never told me.
Oh, wow.
Well, now info for me.
Yep. So I've been trying to plan couples cabin trips. I've been trying to plan couples trips with you guys, and Jolene said, nope, me and Chell too busy.
Well, he's busy with school.
Well, let Chell say it to me.
Can we bring our dogs?
She's embarrassed.
Yes, because I'm bringing mine.
She's embarrassed by me because she doesn't want me to wear my bathing suit. It's a Speedo, and the back has a lot of cheek.
Yeah, it's an opening around his butthole.
Yeah, you can close the door now, Chell. Thank you so much for coming.
All right. To close us out, Busy. Thank you guys so much for joining us for our second spooky series. This was super fun.
I actually really do seriously enjoy this.
Me too. And
because we're not talking about psychos.
Well, we are.
And then and this is just like so much fun. I really seriously do enjoy this. And I feel like it's gonna pick up as like the season goes on, especially when we get to holiday season, because the girls love your holiday picks, and I don't.
Holiday movies, yes. Okay, so Busy's gonna put a poll out on our community tab because you're the community tab guru, asking us what after next week. Next week we're gonna watch The Bad Seed, so make sure you guys check it out. It's a 1956 classic starring Patty McCormick.
Oh my
Do
God.
it for Nana.
Maybe I know I'm old, but that's like 70 years ago.
I know, but it's
She's like, we're going to watch this show, 1960s. When your dad was going out, we had to walk 20 miles to school. The bus stop never came. We had to go to the corner. Everybody in middle school was smoking cigarettes. Everybody loved the film. My mother loved the film. My dad loved the film. He was always working. He used to work downtown at the news station. We loved the movie. We loved the show. We saw it in person down there on the big screen. They closed the movie theater. They made it into a gas station or something like that. I'm not sure. We loved the film, and we're going to be watching that. It's very scary. First 5 minutes, knock your socks off. The rest of that, not sure. I was humping in the back of it was a drive-through meal, and you know what we used to do. And then Stace was getting ready in the car next to us, and I was like, well, I got to go town on your father. So I went on town on your father. And that's what I did.
Not with your father. With your father. Okay, it's free on Tubi for those who want to see it. It is 2 hours. Reminder, it is more of a thriller. It's 1956. Some very classic actors, a very classic movie of its time. Very melodramatic. Try to remember. Get some memorable quotes out of it. Bring it. And then Busy will put a
poll. Other movies they would all like to see.
Yep. So just blame Nana.
Can I talk to you about something online? Let's talk about it.
Okay, hold on. Talk. I'm gonna can I hear talk once?
Hey.
Okay, I'm gonna turn my camera off because my dog is eating out of my garbage.
Okay, so you guys, I don't know if this is just a me thing, but the people aren't trick-or-treating. Okay, I've been living in this new community for 2 years, and the people don't trick and they don't treat. And I have notoriously put out tons of Halloween decorations and stuff and candy. So much so that I put it at the edge of the street with a sign on the back of it that just said, please take one. So this year I'm trying my best. I'm putting together, I'm about to go door to door this weekend to tell the people, let your kids have fun. Back in the day. I say all that to say, do y'all still have trick-or-treaters?
I have tons in my neighborhood, in my new neighborhood, and I was so excited about it. And I went outside with my bowl of candy, and I was like, hi, because I've never had trick-or-treaters in my life.
Yeah.
Other than when I was younger at even at my parents' house now. Like when we grew up, the neighborhood we grew up in, we had so many, and it was so fun. But we grew up in the city, but then my parents moved out to the suburbs and stuff, so we didn't have as many. And now out here, there were so many, and it was so fun.
So you already have ideas for what your house is gonna look like this Halloween? What are your themes?
I mean, I have so much Halloween stuff. I'm probably gonna start Halloween decorating pretty soon.
Is there a competition in your neighborhood?
No, but a lot of people decorate. Outdoor, a lot of outdoor. I don't have a ton of outdoor yet. I definitely want this Jack Skellington blow up.
Okay.
It's like 3 or 4 foot. But right now I have like a witch.
How about you put together a Halloween party and then me and Tay come?
I have this light that goes on the garage.
No.
I don't know what it reflects. A Halloween party. Yeah, you can come.
And then me and Tay can come and visit and we'll have fun with you.
It would just be us and the dogs. And then
I feel like that would be good. And then we could watch scary movies all day.
I mean, if you're down.
I came up with the idea.
Okay.
Joleen, you're gonna flick on me.
No, you're gonna flake on me.
I would never do that. Just let's plan it. And I say we come to, I think we could do lives together.
I mean, if you're
I don't know. You remember the last time we did a live together? My bots.
Disaster.
The last time we did a live together from where you live, the people were like, oh my bots, I can't believe my bots.
We've been through so much.
We really seriously have. You know, you're one of my besties for the rest. I think about you all the time. I want to do stuff with you. It seems like you're not even telling Chell this. So I'm not sure where I am in the friendship group.
Shut up. You
But I
know.
am thankful that Chell did let me know. She never told me anything about you even trying to put a group together.
Okay, I'm gonna tell her. I'm gonna tell him after this and be like, "Yeah, we're gonna now go somewhere with Busy." I'll be like, "I can't. School, work, clinicals. I gotta pass the NCLEX. I got all no."
And you know what I say to my friends when I want to say no to something? Give me a chance to say it. I don't like when people rob me of being like, I'm too busy. I'm so serious. I do not like when people rob me. And maybe put it in the comments. Do y'all also feel the same way? I don't like when people rob me of the chance to say I can't do it. I hate when people are like, well, I just assume that you want. Don't assume nothing. Let me say I'm way above this. All right, I'm gonna close this out. You guys, thank you guys so much for coming to this spooky sipandki spooky series with me and Jolene. We really enjoy it. We love that.
Next time we'll do it from the dark because we got to create spooky vibes.
I think
too bright.
So
turn your light off real quick.
I am. We're painting this room.
Turn that light off. Why do you have an overhead light on? That's disgusting. You need lamps only and never have that on while you're streaming. Only do lamps and your
this is like a Tyler Perry microphone. But what was I saying? Next time you have to come dressed up because I came in costume the whole time. So now you have to decide. Nope, too late. We don't want to see it. Way too late. And just coming as yourself it's not fun. But we did enjoy this. We're excited for everybody who's going to watch this in post. Comment what parts do you like or not like. I think
help us in the algorithm.
Yeah, help us in the algorithm. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe.
Leave like 100 comments each.
Oh, each person.
For real. Like, let's see who can leave the most comments on the video.
And
what will they win?
We will cash app you thoughts and prayers.
Yep. You don't know the amount. It could be $1. It could be $10.
Oh, the mystery, just like the strangers.
Somewhere between $1 and $10 to the person that comments the most and shares.
No, we're not going to tell them. It's just like the stranger. You're not sure how much money you're going to get, but no, you're going to get it. So make sure you put your Cash App or your Venmo
in one of the comments.
Don't do that.
Why?
Because people steal, and I don't know how these. Girl, somebody took $97 and used my Cash App card. I had to get a whole new card in the account.
You have a Cash App card?
Yeah,
I want a Cash App card.
I have a whole new one now. It just made it easier, so that way when
hell yeah, I want one.
Yeah, when we
you can have Venmo cards, I think too.
Oh, I'm black, so they won't give those to me. But I do have Cash App. I had Venmo once, and it was like, "Oh, we just realized you're black, so we're closing your account." And this is when I was in Vermont. I'm not even joking, y'all.
Oh my gosh!
It just randomly they were like, "We're just closing your account." I'm thinking, for what reason? And they didn't give one, and then I could never get one again. So I just Girl, I wish I was making this up.
Oh my god!
I wish I was making this up, but I'm not. So let us know. What I loved about this recap and review is that we both love this movie. 10 out of 10 recommend. We want to make sure everybody watches The Strangers.
So good. Yes. I learned so much about the characters.
The development of them.
The dialogue was awesome.
Now
ice cream eating.
I have to call Liv Tyler back, and it was like, okay, she loves you. She says she'll work with you.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm excited about that. What did you like the most about this recap and review?
Your wig.
Oh, I girl down. All right, you guys, we want to thank you guys so much for joining us. We have members only content that is going to be coming up soon. Me and Jolene were talking earlier today about some of my hot takes about what's going on, and we think that this will be the best time to talk about it with the members only. So look for that someday today. Someday this week. When do you think? Well, let's not do this.
I can do it, but can you do it?
I can do it. Now, my days have just now been.
Pick a day. Pick a time.
Let's do. You know what? Let's move this thing up and then let's move this thing up 1 hour and then do the members only at this time because Basketball Wives is over and I'm not doing that show anymore.
Thank God.
Yeah, truly. Thank God. And
So
then also,
now,
I've been telling everybody that we're doing real. I really have been promoting this.
no,
Me and
someone
you
asked me
doing
today.
Real
and I said,
Housewives of Salt Lake City.
we're doing it on Sipandki. Real Housewives. Real Housewives.
Yes. Put the bottle down, Jolene. No relapsing.
A relapse.
So we do have them. We have to pick what days and times we're going to be doing it. But I have said that I'm only doing it on this channel with you. I will not talk about Real Housewives of Salt Lake City on my own channel or with anybody else but you. You, that hat, that's it.
This ain't over.
Apparently it is. All right. So thank you guys. Make sure
Thanks,
you like,
guys.
you comment, you subscribe. Let everybody know what's going on in this channel. Tell us what you felt about the movie. Tell us whose sides you're on, Jolene's or Busy's. And then in the comments, just preliminarily start saying what movies you think we all should watch. We love you all. Have a really good Tuesday because